In today's video, we will be looking at the Intel i3 12100F. This CPU currently retails for around £95 in the UK. We will be taking an unboxing of this CPU. I'll be guiding you through the installation with the stock cooler, and then we'll be doing some performance benchmarks to see how good the CPU actually stacks up. So, what do we have here? The 12100F is a 4-core and 8-thread processor, and it's on the LGA 1700 platform. So as we can see here, Intel Core i3, this is the 12100F. You can just see it from there. So let's unbox this. So the CPU's just on top there. Comes with a little book, so we can see how to install everything. CPU's just in here. Kind of the sort of same size as the LGA 12100 sort of size, but probably a little bit bigger. And then our cooler's just in here. This is the new design cooler. We'll get that out once we actually install it into the motherboard. So our motherboard is the Gigabyte H610M S2H DDR4. Now we've taken a look at this motherboard previously. We'll link a video just to see like an overview of this motherboard. So taking a look here, here's the actual arrow which points to the corner, and it's just on here, which is the CPU, so it's going to go that way. So we're going to lift up the retention here slowly. It's just spring up a little bit, so be a bit careful. Pull it all the way up to the top there, and then we just fold that over. Taking our CPU, it's in the corner here. And there we go, it just falls right into place there. Yep. And then we just pull it over until it snaps off. There we go. And there we go. Okay, now for the cooler installation. As you can see, it's got pre-applied thermal paste, so we just need to put it straight down. Just need to make sure these are twisted to the right, which I think they already are. And then we're just going to place it on top. One. Two. Three. There we go, 4. So once you hear all the clicks, then it's in. You might have to, like I say, lift the motherboard a little bit and what have you, but just underneath here, just check that they're all through, which they are. The little black bit will be through once you know it's through. And then simply I'm just going to put the cable just down that side and then there. Now for this build we use these Crucial Ballistics 16GB kit. This is clocked at 3200 MHz CL16. So just simply those clips come down here. We just have to align the notch. Actually we'll do the inner one first and then the outer one second. Yeah, the notch is aligned. Simply push down there. Yep, all in. There we go. And now NVMe installation should be quite simple. go.
So moving on to the performance benchmarks now, and Cinebench R23 scored 8,445 points, which puts it around about a Ryzen 7 1700X performance, and actually beats Intel i7 7700K, which is a really impressive showing for only a 4-core, 8-thread processor, considering it can beat a 7th gen i7. Is really impressive. Also, what was impressive was the stock cooler. It only got up to 57 degrees Celsius when 100% utilised. So it shows that the stock cooler is adequate here. Bear in mind, I did use an open test bench. So if you're using a case, it might be a little bit higher. Moving on to the gaming benchmarks now, we can see Far Cry 6 at 1080p high had an average of 88, a minimum of 80, and a maximum of 114 frames per second. Really great result here. So as you can see as well, we are using 100% usage on our GPU, so this CPU is more than good enough for this graphics card. And Watch Dogs Legion now, 1080p high, an average of 78, a minimum of 42, and a maximum of 109 frames per second. And finally, Cyberpunk 2077, 1080p high, average of 60, minimum of 45, and a maximum of 80. So even Cyberpunk 2077, the i3 12100F can handle this game no problem with the RTX 3050. So overall, really great showing for the 12100F here. I will have a follow-up video, which is a 12100F review, so please subscribe to see that upcoming soon, which will go through more games. We'll probably go through at least 6 games, and there'll be a little bit more analysis in terms of comparing this CPU to other potential CPUs that are on the market now. So I hope you like this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.